spotted that we were actually launched from a different boat this morning. I'm with the new team member, Ray. Ray, you don't mind your nickname as being Ray Marine?
You can call me whatever you like.
Ray Marine. We're going out today out of a different port. We were getting a bit bored with the other one. Not a million miles away from where you've been fishing for the last 20 odd years. We're going to go out. I've never fished the wrecks to the east of here. I know the wrecks to the right quite well, and we'll see what goes on. We're in a new boat. Is it an Arbor?
Yeah, 230 AS.
We're in an Arbor 230 AS. This is Ray's boat, and it's very different to what I'm used to. Inboard engines, autopilot. It's a very stable platform, and you're going to see it's the first time we've filmed out of this boat. We'll be doing a lot more trips, and the joy of this boat, we can switch it between two ports on either side of us, Brighton and Eastbourne. So New Haven, Brighton, Eastbourne, plus I've got a couple of mates further west. So the plan is this year is to film out of a few ports, try and make this more interesting, catch a few fish. Cheers. That all seems to be working rather well actually. I've got a really good camera angle now. Right, Ray has taken us out to one of his secret wrecks. I've never fished a wreck this deep with these sort of lures. I'm going straight in with a specially made lethal lure. They made these for me, 150 gram. I reckon the job's going to be a good one. They are weedless. I've caught plenty of bass on the smaller ones, but I had these made with a wreck like this in mind. Right, I'll send them down there, and hopefully next time I switch this camera on, we're going to be into double-figured pollock. Is that bass?
Yeah.
First bass, first drop. Down there, all right?
Little schoolie on a little black tide.
Splendid. Well, camera is on, first bass, and I'm down here with this lethal lure, 150, and I'm no problems. I'm in contact with the bottom, which is very handy to know. Right, I'm playing around with lures. I've just put an 80 gram fish lure down, just to see if I could get it down there. I'm down there at 170 foot in contact with the bottom. This bodes well. Mind you, tide isn't running. Captain Noddy and Andy are out today in the Emily Jane. We're in the Dream Catcher. I think they could be going after some very small fish today. They asked me if I knew any dragnet marks. Right. We've got lots of toys in this boat. This is Ray's slow jigging rod. We're going to try and make these videos a bit more informative. Go through the methods from now, how we fish them. And slow jigging is something I really want to get to grips with. Slow pitch jigging. Before I shell out a lot of money, but I've got the ideal tools. Using, there we go, first fish of the day. Pounting. Slow jigging it is then. As soon as I get it down there, pound, pound, pound. And this is another pound.
Nice one.
Trouble is they can't go back in these depths. They're not big enough to eat. But it was a good hit. Oh, I put that one the wrong way around. Again. I'll do another drift.
Hey?
I'll do another drift. Well, the thing is, once the tide starts backing up, that is the time.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That first, like, half an hour. Could it be a big bass? Could it be a small bass? A pounding?
Pollock rather.
Oh, pollock, yeah, that's all right. Getting used to this sort of fishing. It's weird. As soon as that tide picks up, wrecks come alive, don't they?
Yeah.
Tell you what, this doesn't feel like a pollock.
Thank God for that.
It's pretty big pounding. Seriously, I think it could be a big pounding. Trouble is, this rod throws you because you put such a bend in it. It's a drag set on this reel, not that I need it. Actually, I'm going to definitely invest in this slow jigging setup. Put some proper bend in the rod.
That might have to do a bit of progressive through action from.
Yeah, well, I've got my light rod. It's just... Trouble is, I can't get it under my elbow. Cod. Do you want to net it?
Cod,
Yeah. That could be dinner. Well, I could probably get it in without, but I'm first cod of the year. First cod of the year. Splendid.
Look at that. Well done, mate.
Yeah, quite chuffed for that. Thanks for letting me borrow your rod.
It's a lovely cod.
Keeper size, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You get a couple of nice fillets out of that.
Oh, yes. Right. Well, that's my first decent fish to the slow jig. Thank you to the lot at Shimano that put me on that. I will be investing in an outfit soon. It's a very good method to fish the depths in this sort of thing. It was a very good method, full stop, and I got my first cod of the year. So I'm quite happy with that. Where there's one cod, there should be a lot more. Now, that was Ray's had a bass, we both had pollock, loads of pouncing, and one cod. Early days. Now we just need a big one. Slow jigging. Ray's into a good fit. Oh yes, taking line. I reckon it's cod. Well, there's one cod. I've been on it, Rex, and it's just cod. That's not ripping line. Cod pie, cod fillets, cod and chips. Sadly, we can't put these back because we're too deep. That's good fish.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. That's not pollock. What do you reckon? You're fishing it with long leaders, so I'm not quite sure how they fight. I haven't fished with like a... Alright, it's cod.
Yeah, it's like a dead weight, so... Pollock.
Oh, it's a nice pollock. It's a nice pollock though, isn't it? Right, you alright?
Yeah.
Pollock. Good sized pollock. That didn't fight like a pollock. Oh, I'm in. Oh, I'm off. I've got a feeling I just lost a lure. Oh, not a very big bass, but it's a bass. A bass. A little bassette. Yeah, we've had a few pollock. I've had a couple of pollock each to about 6-7 pound. I've had a cod. We've had a bass each as well on the first wreck. and countless pounding. So we're having a breather now. Right, slow jigs. Next investment of mine, very fine way to fish. The more I do it, the more I dial into it. There's a lot of scope for this method and it could be expensive because I'm a Shimano fanboy. Mind you, there's nothing wrong with this reel. I believe it's a Maxwell. It's got a very fine tonic coloured rod. I do understand how you can't get away using the other gear for this sort of fishing. You need the right gear for the right job. We're going to go to another wreck. That wasn't too bad, but you can see it all down a wreck. We had some half decent fish. Now it's time to go searching. Right, we are on another wreck. So secretive we can't even find it. But I've been reliably informed by one of my agents that this can hold a lot of very large bass. We've come in a bit shallower, and I've never fished this wreck, and there's another wreck which we have actually found, was on no charts, so it's going to be very interesting. I think I might have to stick with the slow jigging for the time being. Not big tides today. We have a plethora of rods to try out, but that's going to take us the rest of the year.
Pollock.
Pollock. Still a good one. It's a fair one. The lunges did sound pollocky. Hard one to gauge this wreck. I'm going to go down with an 80 gram fish lure. I might drop that down to a 50. I've lost 2 slow jigs of rays now, so I thought I'd go easy on the slow jigging. I need to stock up. Right, we're heading inside now. We're going for some bass, maybe a pollock or a cod. Disturbing news. Nigel and Andy seem to have found a hell of a lot of fish from what I'm hearing. We've had multiple cod and multiple pollock to 12.5 pounds. And yeah, it's tragic. I thought I'd have him with that cod. We've got to go for the big fish point to secure this. And that's going to be very hard to beat. We may have to put today down as a learning curve. But it's obviously a lot of fish. And another boat we know's out and they're catching a lot of bass. They're catching them inside, which is interesting. They've had bass to 7 pounds. So, yes, day of 2 halves. Bass. Oh. Can you do that? Or you're right? No. Bass. That's obviously what hit me. Nice spiky little critter. I went to. We had a bass on the first drift. It's looking like the tide's drying up, so I'm just going to slip back to slow jigging. I don't know how we did that slack tide. Who's going to get theirs up first? Now, mine ain't a pound. I'm not sure what it is though. Could be a pollock, I reckon. Oh, mine's a good one.
fun and light tackle, wouldn't they?
Yeah. I love this rod. I love this reel. I reckon mine's it's a good Pollock. I mean, it's a good one.
Pollock.
Yeah. Right. I reckon that's getting on for double figures. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a double.
Right, what you got? Well, we're composed now. We're a slack tide and we just had a double hook up. Possibly. Shall I get mine out the net? Or mine's bigger. There could be a brace of doubles here. Right. Okay, we're gonna have to. Right.
Do that.
I don't think I can lift these in. I think your net will break. Bloody hell. Mine's definitely bigger.
Hey?
Mine's definitely bigger. Oh. Okay, that's got to be a photo, isn't it? Hold the net like that. That was interesting. Both hooked into big Pollock. Slack tide. Right place, right time. Mine was on the slow jig. What was yours on, Ray?
On a finished black minnow.
A fish, a black minnow.
Black minnow.
Right, we're on our way back after a very successful day. Big Pollock, first cod of the year, and a few bass. Thoroughly enjoyable. I've mastered a new technique, which is slow jigging. I hope you enjoy this video. We're going to be making plenty more this year. We're going to go into more detail regarding knots, tackle, bits and bobs. As the boat's a bit more comfortable, we can make better videos from that. You will know that the actual camera and sound should be a lot better. Well, a bit lumpy. And we're determined to go for like the double figured cod this year, double figured Pollock and double figured bass doing nice.